Welcome, dear future billionaire. In this sixth episode of our motivational journey towards becoming rich like Solomon, we delve deeper into 10 facts that will help you overcome personal limitations. Solomon acknowledged his personal limitations. Nobody knows everything. Solomon recognized that he needed a power greater than his own. This was one of the most important and powerful secrets in his mind and life. Hear this incredible and powerful personal confession taken from 1 Kings 3:7.
I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in.
The following are 10 facts you should know about your personal limitations. Number 1. Everyone has weaknesses. Some know their limitations, but few acknowledge them. This first fact underscores the universal truth that we all have vulnerabilities or areas where we are not as strong. Awareness of one's weaknesses is relatively common. Many people can internally recognize their limitations, understanding that there are things they struggle with or skills they haven't mastered. However, the journey doesn't stop at self-awareness. The deeper, more challenging step is acknowledging these weaknesses openly. This act of acknowledgement requires a level of humility and vulnerability that not everyone is comfortable with. It involves not just a private acceptance, but also the willingness to share these imperfections with others. Doing so can foster genuine connections, encourage personal growth, and build resilience, as it shifts the perspective from viewing weaknesses as shortcomings to seeing them as opportunities for development and collaboration. Number 2, admitting weaknesses contradicts most motivational teaching today. This is in contradiction with every motivational principle being taught in the business community today. In fact, motivational seminars on self-confidence are most often militant, bold, and brash in teaching that you should never acknowledge that you can't do it. Some instruct participants to pound their chests, yell out a personal cheer, or do something significant to point themselves away from a weakness, problem, or a personal limitation. That's why they continue to fail. Number 3, if you do not acknowledge your limitations, you will not seek solutions for them. When you ignore a personal weakness, it grows and multiplies. Don't deny your shortcomings. Facing them is the master key to overcoming them. This denial or lack of awareness can lead to stagnation, preventing personal and professional growth. Acknowledging one's limitations does not mean dwelling on them negatively, but rather seeing them as clear indicators of where improvement is needed. It's a call to action, a prompt to seek out resources, knowledge, or skills that can help overcome these hurdles. This process fosters a growth mindset, an understanding that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Number 4, acknowledging your limitations will release an unexplainable energy within you. You see, doing so immediately frees your mind to pursue the remedy and motivates others to assist you. It releases and energizes you. Solomon knew the principle and the power of internal integrity. Denying his weakness would have paralyzed him. Now he has become an antenna, attracting information, aid, and encouragement from others. Number 5, when you admit a weakness, you activate compassion in others. A man went on a trip to Georgia, and his travel assistant realized that he was unfamiliar with the area. The man suggested he stop. When he went into the service station to ask directions, everyone in the place got involved. In fact, they were happy and delighted to do so. He received far more instructions than he really found necessary. You see, it is within the nature of man to help another. It is normal and natural and something that God has placed inside each of us. The moment everyone knew he needed help, the deepest part of them was activated to move toward him in caring, compassion, and encouragement. Number 6, when you try to do everything yourself, you prevent others from moving toward you. They feel unnecessary, insignificant, and unimportant, and you lose the gold mine within them. Remember that arrogance is repelling and pride moves people away from you, not toward you. Please, don't be the cause of your own failure. Number 7, something inside of others longs to become necessary to you. If you are wise, you will permit others to participate in your dream and your life. They need it, and you need it too. Have you ever felt the strings of a father's heart tug when his little boy said, "Daddy, I can't button my shirt. Will you help me?" Something inside the father leaps forward, and he drops everything he is doing to assist his child. Why? Because he needs him. Number 8, there is always something you are not discerning. Those close to you see what you cannot see. That's why they are necessary to your life and the achieving of your dream. This doesn't mean that your instincts and intuition are necessarily wrong, just that they are sometimes limited, restricted, and incomplete. Number 9. Others can see things you do not see. Something is hidden in everything around you. Something you cannot see, feel, or know. That's why your opinions and conclusions are sometimes inaccurate. You can become so involved in achieving your dream that the pain, torment, and wounds in others become hidden to you. You can become so obsessed with your goal that you fail to hear the cries and desires of others around you. Number 10. Uncommon dreams will always require the observations of others. Talk to those close to you and don't hesitate to ask them to tell you what they are seeing, hearing, and discovering. Acknowledge that there is a power greater than your own and that you need your creator. In the religious world, many belief systems exist. To a thinking person, this can be troubling. Who is really right? Who knows the truth? There seem to be so many contradictions. Even when you read the Bible scriptures, you may come away with unanswered questions. The first step to truth is to acknowledge any wrong you are aware of in your life. The second step is to acknowledge your need for truth. The third step is to ask for and pursue truth continuously. Open the Bible and read the hidden treasures contained in it. On page 45 of his book, Well Done, Dave Thomas, CEO of Wendy's International, says, "Many people who come to me, especially since my work on behalf of adoption started, say they're going to remember me in their prayers and, well, I take them seriously since I figure we all need as much help as we can get. I'm really thankful for people who pray for me. Independence from your creator will always give birth to a tragedy, usually many tragedies." Years ago, a songwriter generated hundreds of thousands of dollars. He placed the money in a special account and planned to live on the interest it created. He decided to live independent of everyone. Suddenly, an inner voice spoke into his conscience saying, "Every step towards self-sufficiency is a step away from me." He froze. He sensed that he was wanting to live independent of the power above all powers, his creator. You see, life is intended to be a faith experience. It is the flow of faith that breathes energy, creativity, and enthusiasm into everything you do. Recently, a young teenage boy indicated that he wanted to leave his home. He despised chores and hated the restraint he was feeling from his parents. "I am going to be independent from everyone. I trust no one, and I will lean on no one. I will succeed alone," he boasted proudly. "If you run away, how will you get to the airport?" an old man asked. "Call a taxi," was his instant reply. "Okay, let me review this carefully with you," the old man said. "As you live your independent life from everyone else, you will reach for a telephone, owned by your father, and call an operator who will tell you the telephone number of the taxi. Then, the taxi driver will come here and take you to the airport. At the airport, you will hand the money to a ticket agent who will then process a ticket. Then, you will have the pilot fly you to a city." How can you say your life is independent of everyone when you are asking so many people to participate in everything you are doing? The old man asked. He looked at him sheepishly. "I never thought of that. Everything you do carries the imprint of others. Only a fool could fail to see that." Solomon was the richest man who ever lived. He succeeded because he understood his personal limitations. You can succeed significantly with your life. You can have incredible friendships. You can produce finances beyond your wildest imagination. But you will never do it alone. Life is a collection of relationships, and those relationships compensate for what you do not have. As you pursue the dreams and goals in your life, take a sheet of paper and do what one of America's wealthiest men has suggested. Stephen K. Scott, co-founder of the American Telecast Corporation, said in his book called A Millionaire's Notebook, "List what you consider your greatest weaknesses, both personally and professionally. Lack of education, lack of career achievement, impatience, short temper, etc. Doing this will help you acknowledge your weaknesses and attract those who are able to help you overcome them." Solomon understood that you can only follow good advice when you recognize that you need it. This is one of the golden secrets that helped him become the richest man who ever lived. We hope you've gathered valuable insights and strategies to enrich both your mind and your wallet. But we're curious. What's the most important lesson you've taken away from today's episode? Share your thoughts and revelations in the comments below. Engaging with our community not only helps us grow, but also allows us to learn from each other's experiences. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more wisdom and knowledge. Your journey towards wealth is just beginning, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. That concludes the 6th episode of our motivational journey towards becoming rich like Solomon. Good luck, dear billionaire, and see you in the next one.